everybody. My name's DM Craig.
I'm Silver.
I'm Dalhis.
And I'm Lucia.
And welcome back to Valaclaci.
And we're on a horse.
I'm not on a horse. I got a
We're
wagon.
pulled by a horse, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys,
Going to Oregon.
last episode, you guys were able to get into. You guys had your dinner night at Davy, and Lucia went around and talked to a rather pleasant individual. Is that how you'd put it, Lucia, in a sentence or two?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sure.
Rather insulting.
Lucia doesn't say the words that are appropriate.
So that gives you an idea of what Lucia feels about this Anor that wants her, this group, to save her husband from being ransomed from this village down below, which that's all the information she would really give. And then Brian, what did you guys, or excuse me, Silver, what did Silver and Dalhis kind of find out from the bar?
That the gentleman in
She's
question
a rich
is
bitch.
yeah, the gentleman in question is quite influential and powerful, and it would probably behoove us to take care of this guy, regardless of the lady. And then also on top of that, we found out that of course the fighting tournament is north, and we had time to basically go to the northern fighting tournament and then come back and save the guy and basically be awesome the whole way through.
So the next morning, you guys got up. Finally, someone decided to say, hey, I wonder if we can travel faster to get up to this tournament. And they went over and found some stables, and they purchased some horses and a covered wagon for themselves. And now they're not all weighed down by every single bit of everything they own wherever they travel.
Probably the smartest move we've made.
So that'll help out with their carrying capacity to where they can kind of store things, and also help out with them moving a little faster throughout the world. So, all right, you guys are on your way to Araya. Is that where you guys are going still? Straight there?
Oh yeah, straight
Okay,
there.
you guys
Yes,
are
sir.
trying to make haste straight to Araya. And as you're going on the way, let's see, it's about I'll say it's a 7-day travel just to make it easy. So it's about a 3.5 days for you on the cart. And I'm assuming you guys have like a similar kind of watch schedule at night.
Yes.
You said you guys are going to try. I'll say that there's enough room for you guys to have a couple people lay down. Maybe it's a little crowded whenever Dalhis is in there sleeping, if you guys have him in there.
I do have a tent still.
But you guys also have a tent, so you guys could set up and sleep separately in two different like covered areas, and one person kind of on their own. So that's kind of up to you guys on how that looks.
So I
Yeah.
would just say that, like, someone's sleeping in the wagon, someone's sleeping in the tent, someone's keeping watch.
Can you guys all roll me D100s real quick? All three of you.
Dalhis rolls a 67.
Lucia rolls a 90.
And Silver rolls an 83.
Dalhis, you are on watch at this point. Dalhis, can you give me a perception check for me?
Dalhis rolls an 11.
Dalhis rolls an 11. Why did it not do it?
Are you doing that because Dalhis is pacing? Is that what's going on?
Hey, so he's on watch.
Trying to stay awake. Gotta keep moving.
I'm sorry,
Until
it's
until
not
Craig
letting
yells at
me. It's not letting me do something right now. It won't let me drag something onto the map.
Hmm.
Am I not on the? I'm on objects and tokens. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
New technology.
Well, it's actually changed since the last time we did anything.
Ah.
So, okay, all right, all right. So, let me go back over here, and anybody that's listening, we should probably edit this out. That's the perception versus this. Okay, you guys ready to not see what this is in the chat?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Okay. All right, Dalhis, just hang out wherever you're wanting to be hanging out right now. Go ahead and hang out wherever you chose
I
to
would
be.
say I was on my patrol about right here.
Okay, and can you face the way that you were facing, whichever way that might be?
This way.
Okay. All right. So, as you're kind of patrolling around, okay, yeah. So, ignore that. Okay. Go ahead and roll another perception.
Dalhis rolls an 18.
Ooh.
Okay. So at that point, you hear a snap of a twig behind you.
I whip around.
You see a bugbear.
That's one ugly motherfucker.
You see this dude. He's about the size of you. He's a big guy.
Yep.
He's and he looks menacing. And you turn around right when that twig snapped, and you could see he was trying to sneak up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that fucker was about to, and he had his melee weapon raised up. It's a big, massive morning star. He was ready to hit you on the back of the fucking head.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I want to go through, and since he sort of snuck up on you, I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
No.
Lucia rolls a 19.
Silver rolls a 15.
Oh, wait, I have to click.
Oh, wait, did mine go through?
There you go. I got Dalhis in.
Dalhis rolls a 15.
We're going to go through, and this bugbear is going to sprint right over, because he is first in this order. He's going to sprint right over to Dalhis, and he's going to take a swing with his morning star. And he swings hard and comes down right on to Dalhis. And I'm assuming 21 beats your AC.
21 hits.
Okay. Okay. How do I get this to be? There you go. So he does 14 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
I'm down to 2. I am bloodied.
All right. So, Lucia, you're not up next, even though you had a higher thing, because actually I'm going to have Lucia, can you go through and roll me a perception check? And Burke, can you roll me, or excuse me, Dalhis, can you roll me a...
Lucia gets a 20, not nat.
Okay. Well, you heard that fucking crack hit Dalhis, and Dalhis screamed out in pain over that hit. And that woke you up, and you were just, with that perception 20, you got up and you knew exactly what was going on, because this shit seems to happen to you guys once per travel. So,
sure does.
And so I'll say that you are able to quickly jump out of the...
Yeah, at this point, I feel like we would always be ready, kind of like.
Yeah, you jump right out of the cart and you see what's happening, and I'll give you a full slew of actions that you can take. Your normal set.
Okay, so that's a bonus action. So I'm going to. Am I far enough away to fire my crossbow?
Yeah, without you won't take a penalty firing a crossbow time.
So I'm going
just a reminder, Burke is down to very, very little health.
Yeah. The spell I'm going to use is a bonus action.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm going to try to take off a shot with my crossbow first. Probably a terrible idea.
So you roll this. Lucia rolls a 6 on her crossbow. That does not hit.
Yeah. So then I'm going to cast Healing Word, which is a bonus action, onto Dalhis. Did that work?
No.
Nothing came across, no.
What the hell? Alright, hold on. You get 1d4 plus 3. You're going to heal for 6.
Wow. That's a great heal spell.
Yeah.
All right, Brian or Silver, can you give me a perception check?
I sure can.
Or are you gonna take any movement action after firing in the bonus, Lucia?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I feel like my movement would have been like clambering out of the wagon.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do my perception roll, which is a nat 20, baby.
Silver also heard the cry of pain from Dalhis and immediately comes out. Has its full slew of actions ready. His sword's already drawn, hands are ready to cast some spells. So he can move, he can take an action, and he can do his normal slew of actions here.
Awesome. Come on. Oh, hell, not again. And first thing I'm going to do is I would like to position myself right here, putting the fire between him and I, and obviously kind of drawing out like a little bit of a line there.
Okay.
So that way he'd have to go around the fire if he wants to come after me. And then immediately I would like to say, I see how big he is and everything else, right?
You see him. Yeah.
I see him that he's a very large individual. So at that point, I would immediately like to to use one of my spells there.
Okay.
Specifically, I would like to use the Witch's Bolt, my unlimited power spell.
Okay.
And I'd like to cast that. So I just go ahead and do that now.
Yep. Go ahead. So Silver rolled a 15. So you're able to fire that right by or you're able to fire that right at him. And luckily you missed. And I say that because you missed everything. You missed Dalhis right behind him, and you happen to fire off to your right, which would be just south of the bugbear and of Dalhis. So it wasn't towards Lucia. But I mean, the thing kind of like grazed his ear as it went by.
Huh.
So
Okay.
you did a move action. There's your standard action. Is there any other minor type action you'd want to take out of that or no?
At that time, no. I mean, there's nothing else I can really do.
Okay. All right. So Dalhis, it is now your turn.
I will second. I will swing and attempt to attack with the dragon tooth. Dalhis rolls a 20.
Dalhis rolls a 20, so he takes Dragon Tooth out for its one of its inaugural fights here. I know you had one beforehand, but this is going to be a real test of how well this Dragon Tooth works, and you're able to go through and slice and get right into him on it. For how much damage, sir?
For 6 damage.
For 6 slashing damage. Okay. So you're able to go through and get a gash on his arm to really kind of hinder his movement on his shield arm.
Okay. I would also like to take my bonus action.
Okay.
And spend 1 key point on dodge.
Okay. And how does dodge work?
Dodge works is when you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoided attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. If I can see the attacker, and I make a dex saving throw with advantage.
Okay. Cool. All right. Awesome. So you can take your were you taking an unarmed strike? Was that what you're saying?
No,
Or
that was
just
my
calling dodge.
Yeah.
Okay. I
think
apologize.
that's the only thing I can do, I believe. I don't think I could do an unarmed strike.
Cool. Okay.
I think,
just
and maybe
just
not,
wanted to
I
make
don't
sure
know.
I understood what you're going for. Okay. So you're able to go through and slash into him. You can tell that it didn't it definitely hurt him, but it's not he's not bloodied, he's not entirely wounded. So it's now his turn. As the only person that hit him back, he really hasn't even paid attention to the other two because just it was things flying around him. He didn't really care. He's going straight after
the big guy,
Dalhis again. So he's taken out and he's swinging his Morning Star yet again. And as he's swinging it, he completely twirls himself around, like screw attacks himself into the ground, trying to hit him so hard because he was so mad about
the cut.
About the cut itself. And he just completely misses and he falls to the ground. He trips up and he falls to the ground. All right, Lucia, it's now your turn.
Doesn't take any damage.
He did not take damage to himself.
Okay.
Do you like how he actually nat won both of those?
Both advantage and disadvantage against me. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just fire off another crossbow bolt here.
Okay.
10. That's the second time my other dice was a nat 20.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's on the ground, so he now has disadvantage.
Oh, he does. Okay,
meaning
so that counts.
Both of your rolls go across. So you have now critically hit him.
Wow.
So I will go through, and you're going to have your initial damage roll on him was the 5 damage, and then it's already counting the critical damage, which was another 8. So you are doing 13 points of damage to this guy. So as he falls down, you just go, fucker. Well, Lucia didn't do that. Lucia just smiles at seeing him fall down, and you fire in 2 shots hard into his chest, and you can see him wallow out in pain over this, and you see the blood just starting to gush from his chest. But you can he's still kicking, and he's starting to try and get back up. Is there any other actions you're wanting to take, Michelle?
Dalhis would still look kind of hurt, right?
Dalhis is no longer bloodied.
No, I'm not bloodied, yeah.
But he doesn't look healthy.
Doesn't look perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just send another healing spell over. So you'll heal for 6.
All right, I got you, Burke. So
thank you.
He heals up for 6, and so Dalhis, did that bring you back up to full?
I am back up to full.
Dalhis looks perfect. He looks pristine, like he wasn't even in a fight.
You can kind of see, like you see my little health bar go up and down.
Do you,
right?
do you guys see his health bar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was something you guys.
I
You
can't
guys
see Lucia's. I can't see Lucia's. I can see the bugbears.
We don't have. I don't remember since we redid it. The only thing I connected was her initiative, so we'll have to go through and redo that.
Yeah, I see silver stuff too. So
yeah, okay. So is there any movement actions or anything else you're wanting to take, Lucia?
Now that Dalhis looks good, she's probably gonna back away to maybe about here. Get away from that little bear thing a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, nope. Sorry, too far. There we go.
Just the only thing that Lucia would kind of notice is that if she's using a crossbow, Dalhis is right in the middle of her shot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, okay. Just wanting to make sure I put that out there.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
All right. Silver, it's now your turn.
Looking at the bugbear, how do I look perception on this one? What does he look like? How, like, as far as how, like, does he look like he's really hurting, or does he look like he's still pretty strong?
He's looking bloodied. He's looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Well, in that case, then he's
still trying to get back up. He's not like just sitting there crying because he's about to die. He's looking hurt, but he's got some fight left in him.
Okay, then in that case, let's say I'd probably use at that point, if he's trying to get back up, I'd like to try to use my Ray of Frost on him.
Okay.
So I roll a 14.
All right. And as you fire off your Ray of Frostbolt, again, it kind of tripped you up since he was down and you were trying to hit him before before he tripped himself up. And so as you fired, it kind of goes right over where his body was standing and it kind of fires off into the trees behind.
This guy is so elusive.
Is there any other actions you're wanting to take, Silver?
Maybe just after I fired off Mystica, I just yelled, "Damn it!" That'd be about it.
Okay, Dalhis, it is now your turn.
Is he getting up? Is he fully up? Is he still like on his knees? What's going on?
He's trying to get up.
He's just trying to get up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't take an action to stand back up until it's his turn again. So
Roger that. So like I'm envisioning him. He's kind of like on his
he's like started. Yeah, he's starting like to try to. I had him on his back, and he was like pushing himself up.
Okay, gotcha.
Kind of like in a crab position right now.
All right, so I will try to do a. let's go with. Let's use the monk staff. I'm going to kind of twirl it and try to stab straight down with one of the ends of the dragon tooth.
Okay.
And Dalhis rolls a 10.
And he has advantage, so his second roll is
8.
Well, so Dalhis, you go through and he's able to spread his legs right when you try and bring it straight down, and the dragon tooth shoves itself into the dirt road that's right there for him.
I am able to recover enough and use my bonus action of unarmed strike.
Okay.
Actually, I might use my other key point and do the Fury of Blows and just go twice.
Okay.
So Dalhis rolls 17 and then or I guess 17 on one and 12 on the other. So
the Flurry of Blows, the first attack you go through and do, you actually connect with that one. Mm-hmm. So we'll just use that point right there, right?
I did it on the first one. It just adds it down.
That's fine. So yeah, you went through and you're able to go through and land an attack on the bugbear
for 7 hit points.
For 7 damage, and you're able to hit him. And boy, does that look like it took a lot out of him. And now he's still trying to fight, and he's still getting himself back up. But boy, does he look worse for wear. And in just a complete. Sky, are you wanting to move or do anything?
I'm going to move 1 space to the left, just because Brian's fire bolts and stuff have gone whizzing past my head.
So now puts Michelle in, or puts Lucia and Silver in each other's shot path.
Yeah, it's just not me anymore.
Okay, so the bugbear stands back up. He stands back up, and you can tell he's just eyes are red with rage, trying to come at you at this point, as you're the one that's dealt a lot of damage to him. And he's going to go through and he's going to swing that javelin right at your head again. Or javelin, sorry, his Morning Star.
Morning Star.
Right at you. And he's going to swing and he's going to miss as it just grazes right by, and you're able to monkly, you heard me, monkly and nimbly dodge away from this Morning Star.
It's quite the verb.
Yeah.
Lucia.
Yeah, we'll go with Lucia. It is now your turn. Actually, no, it's not. The bugbear,
Just kidding.
knowing he's on his last little bit of life, he is going to start trying to sprint away. So he's going to attempt to get there. That's going to give you one attack of opportunity. Burke.
Me.
Burke.
Excuse me, Dalhis.
Yep.
If you want to choose it.
Dalhis rolls a 17.
And as he tries to run to save his own life, you are able to stick the
Wait, no. What's going to happen is I'm going to spin that Kamal blade up, kind of clockwise, in my hand, and try to get the hook straight up between his legs, so I can just hook him straight up in his asshole.
So as you're doing that,
Bold play.
as you're doing that, you bring it straight up, aiming for this bugbear's asshole. You were a little off, and it just kind of it sinks right into his right thigh as he's running away. And you pull it out, and you severed like 19 arteries that were somehow in his right thigh. Everything went out, and he just
Bugbear's weakness, the right thigh.
He collapses. He collapses as he's trying to run away, as blood just starts spilling with all you basically took his leg off. You took half of his leg off. Half of his leg is not attached anymore.
Yes.
And so while the entire leg is still all attached to itself, there's a good gash halfway through his thigh, and he falls down, and he's already lost so much blood from the other attacks that he quickly fades away. So there goes that fight. That's 200 experience for each one of you.
Oh, wow.
You want to add that?
Lucia climbs back into the wagon.
That was
Silver climbs
awesome.
into the wagon as well behind her. It's exciting.
Are you not going to loot the body?
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I was going to.
That's why she climbed into the wagon, because she was just
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna
she
search
knew
him.
what was going to happen next.
Can I pick up his Morning Star?
Yep, you can. He's got a Morning Star and he's got a javelin on him. As you can see from the picture, he didn't have really much of else. He did have some hide armor and he had a shield on him. But he was not.
That hide armor is probably fucked by now, though.
Well, it wasn't too much. It was just kind of protecting some of his important bits.
Yeah.
Why I didn't stab his asshole?
So there's blood. There's blood all over this stuff. So you guys might have another conversation to have with somebody, but yeah. So you guys can.
Well, actually, I learned my lesson from our last time, and we won't have a problem selling it with the blood on it, though. It's saying, do you want to know why? Because of this. Or is it this one? I can't remember which one. I think it's either this one or this one. Either one of those. One of them involves I can actually clean things.
The mending, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's the mending.
Yeah, it's the mending.
Yeah. So there you go.
I see repair. I don't see anything about clean.
There's one of them has it. I'm telling you. Oh, there. It's under prestidigitation. I'm sorry. It's you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Okay, cool.
So there you go. I want to clean it up with the blood before we sell it.
So we are taking the armor.
Dude, I'm taking everything that's not nailed down and throwing it in the back of our wagon.
You said he had hide armor. Is that correct, Craig?
Yes, he said hide armor.
Sorry.
Okay.
He had hide armor. He had a shield. He had a javelin and a Morning Star. None of it was special. It was all just looked like standard fare.
What type of... Okay, shield. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are you adding it to the wagon?
I am putting this stuff in the wagon where Lucia went.
Just afterwards, Lucia gets into the wagon, lays back down, and you just hear the Morning Star clang in with everything else, and then a javelin gets thrown in.
I am also going to drag the body, I guess, probably well behind the wagon, kind of into the woods a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of I'd probably go into the woods where I couldn't see and drop it and turn around and come back. I would hope I would I'm assuming it would be my time to sleep and rest.
Yeah, you're able to do that. So you guys will go through, regardless of even what you guys kind of pick up and want to do, that you guys are able to fully rest for the night and kind of recuperate on that. When you did search, actually, can you give you two that looted the body? Can you give me perception checks?
Okay,
Sure.
Dallas rolls a 13.
Silver rolls a 16, which is really an 18, but -2. Yep.
You're able to go through and look through, and you did find a little pouch that had 4 electrum pieces in it, or eight electrum pieces. It was a little pouch that was kind of hidden off on the side of the hide armor. So when you did see that, it was something you noticed before. You just tossed it in. And we're like, oh, we'll just sell this off as is. You did see the 8 electrum pieces.
Nice. And it is only him and I who've seen this, the electrum at this point.
Yeah, if Lucia jumped in, she didn't notice you doing that.
I'd say I take the pieces and I hand Rodolphus and go, man, you earned these. Don't tell Lucy about this. This is all you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Is there anything else you guys want to do for the night?
Not die.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, well, you'll go through and get a full rest. You'll get everything back in, back all the way back up. So, all right, are you guys continuing on your way to Araya?
Yes, sir.
I would like that.
All right,
gotta go fight.
Yep, you guys get yourselves all the way up there without further incident, or do you guys want to potentially have a further incident?
I don't care.
I mean, realistically, if it happens, it happens. We can roll for it. I can roll for it.
First person to. All right, who's gonna roll the 100?
I got it.
I will. Okay,
Lucia's got it. All right, call high or low, Lucia.
Low.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
47.
Ooh.
Woo!
Okay.
If it was a 50-50, we did good. If it's not 50-50, you didn't.
All right, so yeah, you guys continue on your way, and you don't run into anything on your way to Araya. You guys roll up into town, and you guys just notice something though. You get to town, and you go, what do we do with the horses and the cart? Because beforehand, you guys just wandered in and went to your rooms, and you were good. So now you guys have to kind of figure out what to do with your cart and stuff.
I'm assuming there's a guard at the gate.
Yeah, there'll be a guard. I don't have an Araya map set up, but yeah, there's a guard at the gate, and yeah, he's just sitting there. You can definitely tell, especially after coming out of Davy. You know, he's sitting there, and you can tell his armor is a lot more worn. There's a lot more. He's not as big as the other guys.
In my most charming silver voice, I give him, or I say to him, you know, I'm assuming we get in the relatively toward the morning time or whatever. I'll say, "Good morning, good sir. I was hoping that you could point us in the direction of some stables where we may board our horses while we spend some time in your town."
Okay, can you give me a let me find the character sheet. Yeah, let me just do a
performance.
Yeah, we'll just do
just charisma.
Yeah, just do a charisma, just to see how he kind of takes you. See how you're feeling.
Whoop, whoop.
So he knows you're being honest with it. Not that you weren't being honest, but that's.
I had, by the way, for the record, I rolled this a 17 plus 3 is 20.
Yeah, so you got the modified 20, and you.
Yep, modified 20.
He waves you down. He kind of smiles back. He can see you're genuinely bouncing, kind of happy. And he responds like, "Oh yeah, if you want to go on the northern side of town, I know you because you guys are at the southern one of the southern entrances there." He's like, "Yeah, if you want to go on the northern side of town, there's a stable up there that you guys can drop your stuff off at if you want to. Really good place too. Good security. No one's it's anytime anybody's tried to mess with anything in there or steal anything, they never got far and everything came back and everything was pretty good."
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Thank you very much. And I give him a nod.
Nice.
And I'd like us to go there and try to board the horses.
So you guys are gonna head towards the
and I guess while they're doing that, I mean, could I take the items we just cleaned and mended to go sell?
Yeah, that works. If you guys want to split off and do that,
I'm assuming if that's what y'all wanted.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So do you want to go sell them this time?
Oh, it's my turn. Of course.
Okay. So you guys we'll go with Burke second, or we'll go with Dalhis second here. We'll start off with you two. When you guys get up there, The going rate that they're going to have for you is the stabling per day. If it was just a horse, it would be 5 silver, but you've got 2 horses and you've got the wagon. So that takes up like one of their stalls. So they're going to go through and their listed price. The guy tells you the price is 15 silver pieces per day to keep all this stuff there. But they have he kind of sells you on, hey, we've got really good protection. He tells you all that stuff. So it's up to you if you want to try and.
How many silver is a gold again?
I think it's is it 100? 100 silver.
Is it 100?
Pretty sure.
Okay. All right. As long as it's 100. Okay.
DM tools, currency converter. Yep. I'm just gonna double check right here.
Do we have a good idea of how long we need to be in town for this tournament?
No, you guys haven't talked to anybody yet.
Okay.
It's 10 silver pieces. I apologize. 10 silver. So this is 1.5 gold for you per day to keep your stuff all stabled up. So that's. I mean, 1 horse is 2 squares worth of stuff. So yeah, you're thinking like 2.5 silver per square. And he's kind of giving you a little bit of a deal by keeping the entire wagon plus 2 horses in there for 15 silver pieces.
So if I gave him like 1 gold piece, we'd be good for a couple of days.
No,
it's 1.5 gold per day to stable this.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 15 silver pieces per day.
Right.
And 10 silver pieces is 1 gold piece.
So 1.5.
So 1.5 gold per day.
Okay, so if I give him like 5 gold, then we're good for like a couple of days.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, if you guys pay up front for a whole bunch of days, I can give you a little bit of discount as well. So if you want to do 5 gold for 5 days, he's willing to take that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. And I don't argue with it because I'm just trying to keep a low profile in this town. You know, I mean, lower, like when I say low profile, you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to cause waves immediately upon getting into town.
Okay.
All right. Dalhis, we'll jump over to where you were at. And what were the items that you had that you're wanting to sell?
Morningstar, javelin, hide, armor, and a shield.
Which have been mended and cleaned via silver.
Yep.
You said hide, armor, and a shield?
Sir.
All right. So this guy, he takes a look at you. And are you just going to go up and just say, hey, I want to sell these to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He takes a look at you and he goes, okay, some of this stuff's kind of nicked up. Some of the stuff's nicked up. Some of this doesn't look too good. He gives you a 1 silver and he goes, I'll give you 15 gold for it. Do you want to do an intelligence roll or, let's see. Yeah, let's have you do an intelligence roll. Or do you want to do perception? I'll let you choose if you want to do intelligence or perception.
I'll do perception.
Okay.
Dalhis rolls a 16.
Okay, so you saw him kind of eyeing you up and down, and you kind of look over at this stuff beforehand, and though you're not very good at math, you remember the last town you were in, and Brian seemed to have gotten more. So you're like, it seems a little, in your head you're going, this seems a little low.
Yeah, it's like, I think I might try a hand at the Brian tactic. Or the silver, excuse me.
Okay, so how do you want to go about this to try and talk your price up?
Well, sir, this I was noticing some of your shields you have on the wall here, and they don't look much better than that. And what is the price on those?
He goes through and lists off the prices for them.
Okay, so that's 10. I'm gonna hold it up. Go. That looks about the same to me. I'm thinking you're trying to scam me. I might just hold on to this.
He goes, okay. I'll do you a little bit better. He kind of looks at you and he gives you another.
Does out of curiosity, does Dalhis at this point, because he's calling him out on it, get any sort of intimidation bonuses or no? You know what I mean?
Not unless he's purposely trying to be intimidating.
Okay. I didn't know because I didn't know if because if like say I was trying to scam a giant literal dragon and then he started calling me out on me trying to scam him, I would start getting nervous. That's why I didn't know if he got any sort of bonuses, but that's fine.
No, so he kind of looks at you and goes, all right. Well, I'll give you 20 gold pieces for all of it.
I just look at him. I go 23.
Okay, so he's going to sit there. He's going to take a look. And this is how I want to settle this. We're going to go through and both do a D100. Whoever rolls higher, that's going to be the agreed upon price.
Okay.
He's at 20. You're at 23. You win.
Dallas rolls a 67.
Nice.
Yep, the shopkeep rolled a 13. Yeah, he didn't. He looked at you and he thought, this guy doesn't know what any of this crap's worth. He tried to scam you at first, and then he raised his price up a little bit after that. But you got 65% out of the retail value out of it. But it was kind of dinged up. He wasn't going to go any higher than 23. You actually said the exact amount I said was going to be his max. I did 65%,
Nice.
and that comes out to 23.07. And I was like, that's about his max. He's going to go 65% worth, and Bert goes 23. I was like, damn it. So, yep. That'll be
Nice.
so you get 23 gold to take back with you for the stuff you got off a murdered bugbear. Granted, he's a chaotic evil, and he was purely just trying to fuck Burke up for food.
Now here's the question: is Lucia gonna take part in our spoils of war yet again? It's like, or is she gonna be anti that because we technically stole it from the body?
We split it up last time.
That's what I'm saying. We split it up.
last time.
She was okay with it last time. I just want to verify that she's okay with this.
Well, how about this? You guys, let's say that you guys from the morning, it was only a half day journey from the morning. So it's midday right now in the city.
Okay.
After you guys get everything kind of put back together,
Sure.
you guys made a plan of meeting back up somewhere. So you guys just go through, you take me to where you guys are at right now. And just you guys talk about what you're wanting to do from here.
Like for me, I'd rather like.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can.
Okay. It messed up for me a lot. Did it mess up for you?
Same here.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You restart from just me saying, what's your guys' plan?
Well, I would actually probably after I sold everything, obviously would start to head back, but I would ask the guy if he'd heard about the tournament at some point. So Brian, what would
Yeah, and
and then probably try to meet up at the same inn we had already gone to.
Yeah, and obviously after boarding it with Lucia, her and I would probably be doing the same thing, headed back toward that same inn. So we had that common place to meet that we had talked about. But also obviously be looking for any signs or indications that the big tournament was going to be going on, or where it was going, or if there was like some sort of stadium or whatever it may be that may be holding it. So on our way back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. Then you guys when you talk to the shopkeeper Dallas about it, he didn't really give you much information. He goes, it's an unarmed tournament. As you can tell, I sell arms here, so it's of no interest to me. And he kind of just dismisses you pretty quick after that.
Friendly you are.
Okay, so you guys are at your tavern / wherever you're at hanging out. Okay. And so is there any
I'll
specific
ask the tavern guy where it is.
Okay. He's able to tell you. He's like, oh yeah, it's in the southern part of town. That's where registration is. I know that much. I think registration's already over though. Like I feel like there's even been a match or two that's already happened. So I'm not sure. And you went right up to the guy, let's just say behind the bar, and you like openly asked him about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At that point, I might turn around and start walking that way. And I would tell Silver and Lucia if she was there.
Hey, Lucy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. All right. So Dalhis comes back and he kind of tells you this information. It sort of disheartens Silver. He's thinking like, oh shit, if the registration's already closed, like, did we come up here for nothing? Or what's going on? Like, crap, were we too late? Could we, what could we have done? And right then there's a character. He comes over and he's got his hood up. He kind of takes his hood down, but for some reason, even with the hood down, he still seems like he's shrouded a little bit. And he goes, hey, you looking to get into the melee tournament? And he says it just quiet enough for you three to hear it. And that's about it. Even then, anybody that doesn't have some kind of nice hearing, like, I don't know if half elves have any better hearing or not, but even then, people with standard hearing are like barely picking it up. Even you guys just at the table.
Lucia is at this point going to say, she is going to say that she's going to go look at the job board to see if there's something else she can do in the meantime.
Okay.
Say she Is she about to walk away right now, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. I say then at that point, I would say, wait, let's see what this guy has to say. I would say, hold on. Yeah, we're definitely
not our
she's
deal.
going away.
That was not our deal.
Oh yeah, I don't know this. Y'all spoke that in Elvish.
Yeah, remember the deal that we made?
I'm like, what? Fine. But I turn to the guy. Yes, we are definitely wanting to get this young buck registered. and I kind of give like the presenting hands to.
Buck tastes good.
For Dalhis.
I don't think. Are you talking to me? But yes, I want to fight.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, "Okay, well, registration's closed. That's the bad thing." But the good thing is, I know someone that can get you in. Normally, registration is going to cost you 15 gold pieces to even enter in. And this guy can get you in still. It's just going to cost you a little bit more out of him. Do you guys want to go talk to him?
Yes, I would love to.
And I'm like, and upon hearing it's going to be more, I'd say Silver just gets a little bit nervous and goes, how much more are we talking?
I don't know his exact prices. I just know I'm the guy that kind of ferries people his way so that these things can still happen.
Should I be rolling a perception check on this guy?
If you want to.
I would like to just roll a quick perception.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a modified 3, and so I just go, you know what? I don't know what it is about you, but I like your style.
So yeah, he's definitely telling you the truth.
I'm on board.
And you kind of go, okay, cool. Let's awesome.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Okay, so what I'm going to have you guys do is you need to meet my contact who's going to be able to get you in there. What you're going to do, and then he kind of gives you directions on where to go and where to meet this guy. And in the middle of can you both roll me perception checks, you two that are in this conversation?
Dalhis rolls a 16.
I roll a 1. Modified 1, but still a 1.
Not a natural. So, Dalhis, while he's giving you directions, you sort of sit there and like your eyes narrow a little bit and you go, it sounds familiar. Why does this sound so familiar? And but it doesn't exactly fully click for you, but it sounds extremely familiar. And so you feel like you don't trust this guy, but you trust the directions he's giving you right now. He trusts that's where you kind of want to go.
Okay.
It's okay. Well,
when do we need to go?
Tomorrow. I'd go right now if I were you.
Oh, Roger that. Let's go.
We're off.
Okay. Lucia, what are you doing?
I'm looking at the job board to see if there is something else that I can work on.
Okay. So when you're looking at the job board, you're actually, it's pretty scant, almost like there's only been a job or two posted. And that at one point, like all the jobs listed on that board are gone. You know, there's a bunch of holes where people had like nailed things up and whatnot on this job board. And there's only been a couple put back on. And I mean, it's just a lot of the standard. Hey, you want to come shovel manure? Hey, you want to do this? There's really nothing that really speaks to you in terms of things that really jump out at like trying to help somebody. But just hang out there at that job board for a second longer. And we're going to jump back to you two following these directions.
Okay.
Can you guys both give me, let's see, what is this? I'm going to make it this. Can you make it a survival? Can you both give me survival checks? It's not exactly the one that exactly where I'd want to go with it, but
I swear, like all the things we do are tied to wisdom. Like this entire game is linked to wisdom, and I should not have chosen that to be my weakest subject.
Dalhis rolls an 18.
Silver rolls a 9.
All right, so Dalhis, you're able to. Silver gets a little lost constantly during this. Like, what do you say? Left here? Was it left? No. But Dalhis keeps going, nope, it's this way. He said this way. And he kind of just keeps pulling Silver along to try and get where you guys are going here. Okay. And so you guys kind of start pulling up to where this to where he finally told you where's to go. Let's jump back to Lucia. When you're looking around, Lucia, you do see one of the new ones that's kind of put up there. It looks like it's been removed and put back like 3 times. And when you pull it closer, it's do you guys remember the place where you went and it had some really weird items in there and you guys didn't really pick up what was going on in there? It's the guy that asked you to go to the ancient ruins.
Tyrone.
Yeah, so you see a posting that's very similar. It's like, hey, come see Cyru here and he's gonna help you get he wants some help kind of looking into some ancient ruins. So you see that board, you see that kind of pop back up on the job board.
Okay.
And so we'll jump back to the other two, and you guys are sitting there looking at the building in front of you, and it's got that same little logo right above it from that one shop you guys went to long ago when you guys were on Orion with the strange symbol. You don't really know what it is, and it's the one that has all the weird crap on the inside. And it's got that really weird guy Saru inside. And
nuts.
That's where that guy kind of had you guys show back up.
I like this guy.
Not this guy again.
I didn't get the bad feeling last time.
You guys are actually reversed.
I thought so.
Oh, that's right. I liked the guy, didn't I? Yeah, that's right. It's flip-flopped. All right, wait, ready? Rewind.
Thanks, dictionary.
And go. Boy, it's this guy. I should have known.
Yeah. This guy that tried to send us to a place with really crazy shit, if I don't remember.
He probably didn't know. That might have been an accident.
Well, hey, regardless, I got to fight. Let's see if we can. I've got an idea. Silver. Let's say we still are thinking about going there and seeing if we can get the price knocked down, whether we go or not.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm with you. Well, let's make this happen.
Okay.
All right. So that's where we're going to leave off right before you guys jump into Saru's place. And just after Lucia found that pretty much the only job on the board that wasn't just manual labor was Saru's Ancient Ruins quest. So
you should do killing rats. I think that posted back up there.
So we'll that'll be it for this weekend. We'll see you guys next week.